Hey guys, we got a ton of awesome bikes in this weekend. I've been working all weekend long here, and I had a really cool message I wanted to share with you guys. I want to thank you all for helping us get to where we are today. We had 15 million views as of today on the YouTube channel, a huge milestone for us, and it's amazing how fast we got 15 million views. We're at 4 million like a year and a half ago. So thank you very much for everybody for watching. Let me show you some kick-ass bikes that came in and tell you a little bit about our weekend. So the weekend started off with this stunning 89 Honda CR250R that just came in. A guy out in upstate New York that I know him from Unadilla bought this thing in. It's an absolute stunner. And we also bought from him this YZ125 right here. This is an absolutely gorgeous original. Was owned by a guy who owned a couple of $1 million helicopters. It was an airplane hangar. It was just a toy that he had hanging in there. We also got this Christmas special in to display in the museum. That came in last week, actually. And also, if you watched the video last night, we got this awesome, custom, handmade, badass mini bike, Bad Dog mini bike with a 212cc Predator engine that Jeff from All Sport Cycle built for us and put a high performance kit on it and hopped it up so it's pulling 7.5 horsepower with the rear wheel on his dyno. He built this for me with a raised seat on it and a backrest. It's even says Kaplan Cycles, no rest for the wicked on the front right there. So it's all custom, handmade by Jeff from All Sport Cycle for me specifically for the mini bike throwdown. We have we got in this Harley Davidson Aramaki with a spare motor and a pipe that we were going to have Jeff resurrect, but we decided not to do it. We're going to sell this as is for a project. Let somebody else do it. These bring a lot of money restored. I've got an OEM graphic kit and a brand new seat cover, an extra pipe and a motor that's going with it. So that's a cool hobby kit for somebody. We just got in this KTM 360 SX with a Öhlins rear shock, 2-stroke beast. I got in this Mugen 250. It's been a long weekend. Christy and I drove all the way up to the New Hampshire border to Jeff's place. It's an all-day affair going up there for us between the drive time and all the work we do with them up there, getting everything ironed out and what we want to do. So we left it yesterday afternoon and got home right around 11 o'clock last night. And then today I went out buying bikes and I bought this Mugen from a local collector. This is a Mugen 250, very, very rare piece. Pretty excited to rip that one. Then we picked up this KX 250. We also picked up the KDX 250 you saw in the previous video, the 540cc XT500. Then we got this from Jeff. He resurrected my my Rupp Roadster. So also the 62 160 or 66 160, the American Shadow Cruiser, and the brand new Harley Davidson Sportster with 19 miles on it. So it's been a real busy weekend. I work a ridiculous amount of hours. I don't know if you call it work. I'm doing what I love to do, but if you notice, Junior's not here, Cody's not here, nobody's here. The museum shuts down at 3. It's 5 o'clock Sunday afternoon. I'm still working because this is what I love to do. This is what I was born to do, and this is what it takes. This is no get-rich-quick scheme, I can tell you that. We borrowed $4 million total to build the museum, and I invested a couple $1 million of my own money, and we got a grant for $500,000. So the total amount invested so far is $7.3 million into the project, and that doesn't include the bike. So it's definitely a labor of love for me because basically I invest every red cent I get into the museum, into the bikes, and I'm always, doing what I can to help the motorcycle community, whether it is doing events or promoting events or doing my best to crush bike theft and set up a network of people that work together to eliminate motorcycle theft. And I do it, this all comes from the heart. This is what I was born to do. 2020 is going to be an awesome year. We're looking forward to a great year. We're going to a lot of awesome events. And I've got some killer bikes coming your way, so stay tuned. But mainly I just wanted to say this is a thank you message for all of the support you guys have given us over the years here. And I want to show you Junior CR500. So if you stuck with me this long, that's the 500. I won the back-to-back shootout, 500cc shootout on that thing. That thing is a monster. But downstairs, I've got the bike I've been building for Junior. So sometimes I wish everybody that worked here worked as much as I do, we would be the most successful bike shop probably in the world. Because I'm always putting in 80 hours, man. And if I had 15 guys that did that, we would be off the chart successful. Anyways, this is my AF that we're building. This is my CR500 aluminum frame that's coming together quite nicely. Really looking forward to getting this thing done. But this is the one I've been building for myself. I'm working on this all summer. This will be the one I campaign next year. And this is Junior's bike. This is his aluminum frame build that we're doing. And this thing is coming out freaking beautiful. It's got the kangaroo hide custom seat and foam with the twin ram air aluminum tank, the Öhlins forks. This thing's running and riding now, so we're going to be doing a demo on this probably on Monday or Tuesday. The motor is built. It's a 509 with a Hinson clutch, full custom build from the frame up. The frame was powder coated. The wheels are top of the line Takasago XLs. It's got the sand tire on the back for Southwick. Custom aluminum exhaust. The pipe's on point. It's a Pro Circuit Platinum pipe. The engine cases, Uncle Billy spent, well, at last time I asked, he told me he had 30 hours in just polishing the inside and outside of the cylinder and head. He also polished the aluminum tank, the custom triple clamps, the aluminum billet triple clamps for the Öhlins forks. He also polished the swing arm, the brake lever, the kicker. I have no idea how much we've got tied up in this bike, to be perfectly honest with you. But if you bought me a CR500 89 and said, hey, I want to do a frame up build on this, bore it out to 509, give me a full race motor, Hinson clutch, Öhlins forks. We're ordering an Öhlins shock for it. That's why we haven't done anything with a stock shock yet, but we're getting a new Öhlins shock from the UK. Aluminum radiators, and build this bike. I wouldn't even know what to quote you. I would have to do it on time and material, and the Dirt Bike Wizard's been working on this thing for literally months. So every nut and bolt on this bike is either new or improved. Every square inch of the bike is powder coated, polished, plated, or in some other shape or form. It's basically a priceless bike. I mean, well, I suppose I could figure out what we have in it, but I mean, where are you going to find another one like this? This was built for my son's 20th birthday, so, and it's getting real close to, well, obviously we got to do the graphics, which is icing on the cake. And then we've got my AF build, which is off the hook. This is going to be a red, white, and blue theme on here. This is going to be a Kaplan America theme bike. This is going to be my ride that I bring to Unadilla, Southwick, all the nationals, Mid-Ohio. I'll be campaigning that, Bad Larry. If you've been following the build, you may or may not have seen the graphics that Chrissy designed. She spent about 13 hours designing this bike. It's supposed to look like an American flag draped over the bike, along with the USA, HRC, the AMA logos. This is a rough computer rendering, but that's the front number plate. Very Kaplan America themed bike. So there you have it, folks. That thing's going to be nasty. Got a bunch of other cool projects. We just finished this resurrection of a 1979 Triumph Bonneville with 260 miles on it. We're also doing a frame up preservation service on this 490 Mako Sand Spider. Very cool piece. One of the best air-cooled two-stroke big bore motors ever made. We're also doing a frame up on the 76 KZ 900. We've got engine rebuild on the Suzuki here, the big fat tired beach buggy. The Bultaco TSS was just finished. We took the tank off to drain the fuel out of it, because you can't get the fuel out of the bottom of the tank unless you pull it off the bike. We've got a Yamaha Seiko 550 that Uncle Bill's working on. There's the Bultaco tank. And some tires came in for some tire jobs we're doing here. Got another twin Suzuki over here. Then this bad Larry right here. This is a full super motard conversion KX500 with a built motor actually no, this is from Chaplin Kawasaki. This is not an X Pro motor. This is Chaplin Kawasaki, Kenny Ives Racing. He had a factory level team with a semi truck and trailer. One of the best privateer teams the East Coast has ever seen. This is one of his builds that he built for one of his very close longtime friends, who's now 65 years old and doesn't want to kill himself doing 130 miles an hour on a supermoto. So we are wait till you see this thing when it's done. We're gonna change the theme on it more to a black and green, mostly black monster. We're gonna black it out and do some Monster Energy graphics. We're doing a Christmas special ATC 110 to go under the tree with our Chrome Christmas Special 50 and a Honda ATC 250R 2-stroke. So we got some kick-ass projects cooking. But back to what the theme of this is more of a thank you, guys, for all your support of the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We got a lot of kick butt things going on this year. Next year is going to be even better. So stay tuned. We're going to have a hell of a ride together, putting some kick-ass bikes together. Look at this exhaust system right here. This is for the KZ900 we're doing, 4-4. That thing's going to be sick. So, again, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, I don't know how we got 15 million views and only have 33,000 subscribers. I see some guys have 175,000 subscribers, and they only have like, you know, a couple million views. I don't know how that is, but sometimes I think it's because we deal with vintage bikes, and we kind of have an older demographic watching our channel. Maybe they just don't know how to subscribe. I'm not to insult your intelligence, but I know when I go to subscribe on a channel, I have to be logged into Google, and I can never remember my Google password either. So some channels I would like to subscribe to on my phone, I can't because I forget my Google password. But it's been a great weekend. We went out and filled up the trailers a couple times. Got a bunch of really cool bikes that are coming up this week. If you've been following us this summer, you know Uncle Dale hurt his back and dropped off his XR650 with 90 miles on it. So I sold my 250. That's what I'm going to be riding this year, along with my Dyna S. These are going to be my main two squeezes. Christy has a love affair with this bike here. She doesn't want me to sell it, so I might keep both of them. But one of these three kick-ass Dynas is going to be put up for sale. Certainly not the black one. I'm not even done finishing what I wanted to do with it. But the 650 is going to be my main ride next year into 2020, along with the Dyna and, of course, the CR500s. So if you're wondering what bikes I ride, those are going to be the ones. And my BMX bike. I may be over 50, but this makes me feel like I'm 18 again. I love riding that thing. So I've got to go home. If you've been following our videos, you know, we put up our trailer for sale and somebody purchased it this weekend. So we're going to be, we already moved everything out of the trailer and we bought Uncle Dale's trailer. So the money we're getting, Uncle Dale upgraded to a 43-foot big rig, and we're buying his 28-foot tow behind camper to go behind our dually for all events. And we sold our 19-footer. So we're not going up that big in size. It's just another, actually it's only another 4 foot of floor space, but it's a fifth wheel. So it feels a little bigger on the inside, but it's a nice upgrade. So Christy and I are gonna head home and take a look at the RV and winterize it because it's getting cold. The leaves are coming off the trees. Winter's coming. So stay tuned, folks. And as always, God bless America.